and welcome back to kart number 28, and in today's video we are going to be racing at Stretton Karting in the Stretton Circuit Sprint Series. Also joined by us is fellow karting content creator Finny Cadet 77. Find him on the various social media platforms that I'll link in the description. Anyway, this was a brilliant race for us, coming off a win last time, and unlike that one, we'll have our onboard GoPro on so we can see what happens from my point of view. So on the screen right now is the last session of the Saturday practice. Let's have a look at what happens. So there we go, the GoPro's fallen off again, just like it did before, twice. Anyway, next we'll jump into the 5-minute practice. So I'll cut to the start of around lap 9 and yeah, just watch. And now you can see me stuck on top of Oscar in the number 7. Eventually, he manages to push us off with his foot and we continue going. But by that point, it's pretty much the end of the session anyway, and we come into the pits in second. Now we've got qualifying, which we forgot to record, as the start very much caught us off guard. So here's the result from the session. We'll be starting P2, about a tenth from pole and around 2 tenths faster than P3. So anyway, let's hop into the first race, Heat 1. So there we are, lining up into our P2 grid spot, on the left side of the grid as we await the flag. And there we go, as we release the brake, we're off and racing, trying to stick in P1's slipstream. But we're going to go defensive through the hairpin as we hug the apex nice and close to cover off any potential moves from P3. A successful defensive move as we're able to stay on our position. Now we're going to turn our focus in front and try and stick on the back of Mia in the number 44 and stay in her slipstream. Now that's the first lap finish, so I'll just cut a few laps later where we're going to go through the hairpin and get a better exit out of it and get alongside her and even past her at one point, but unluckily for us, she'll have the inside for the next 3 sweeping corners, so we're going to have to just settle for P2 now. So we're going to cut to see the last lap board come out. Let's just try and keep it in this position. And there we go, we finished Heat 1 in third after an ambitious but fair move from Oscar behind us on the last lap of the last corner. However, this isn't our first experience with dropping to third on Heat 1. Anyway, let's jump into the next race, Heat 2. So now here we come onto the warm-up lap, trying to get as much heat as I can into the tyres so that we'll have more grip on the opening lap. Now here we go as we line up onto our grid spot, patiently waiting for the flag to drop. And there we go, we're off as we yet again try and stick to the cut in front. And yet again go defensive against the kart behind, Finley in the number 77. We're going to keep a tight line around this corner, and we managed to successfully keep it in third. And there's the opening lap finish. No positions lost, no positions gained. So, it's alright. Now let's fast forward to the hairpin of the next lap, where if we pause, we can see Finley's GoPro lying face down in the middle of the track after falling off. And now we're going to fast forward to the same spot the next lap. And we're going to see Oscar getting millimetres away from that GoPro, and it's lucky he didn't hit it. And we're going to fast forward another lap where we're going to see it again until the next lap where luckily Finley's dad Gary, I think it was, has picked it up. Now you can see Oscar in front now getting very frustrated by the amount we've caught up with him, as we can then overtake him on exit. That was probably the only really exciting thing that happened that race, so I'll cut to the last lap. So there we go, as we passed the checkered flag for Heat 2. We've managed to regain our qualifying position now and challenge for the lead again. Also, from what I've heard, it may have been this heat or it may have been Heat 3, but apparently Finley ended up having a very close battle with Oscar towards the latter part of the race. So I guess he'll be hoping for at least more than a glimpse of the podium. Anyway, next is Heat 3, where you'll be glad to hear it was really exciting. Yeah, nobody changed positions at all. Literally nothing happened. Everybody, stayed where they were for the entire race. So I'll just play the first lap out for you, because there wasn't much going on in this race. So there we go, that is our last heat finish. Next is the final. This is where the big points add up. So here we are in the pits, ready to start the last race of the day. And sadly, Oscar won't be racing in it due to issues with his ribs. Anyway, here we are lining up on the start grid, about to start the race. We're off our line and racing for the last time that day as we start to drop back a little bit from the driver in front. Now we didn't go defensive this time, I just kept my eyes in front for the win. Now, I'm not quite sure what to do with the commentary here, so I'll just play the short battle montage with some dramatic royalty-free music in the background. And there we go, that's the checkered flag. It's a P2 for us that time, so a pretty decent result for the championship. Speaking of which, here's how it looks. We only need 1 point to beat Kevin and advance into second, and we only need 24 to get that lead. However, on the contrary, if Finn beats us by only 2 points, we will drop back down into fourth. Yeah, that's right, 3 points separating second and fourth. Anyway, congrats to Mia on the win today, and get well soon to Oscar and his ribs. So please don't forget to like and subscribe for more karting content, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!